Hello, Year 4. Today's Wednesday, the 3rd of February, and I know that you have all finished your comprehension workbook. So, today and tomorrow, we're going to have a go at a writing task. So, your learning question is: can I use a range of literary techniques in my writing? Now, to get you warmed up, I've got an anagram that spells out a word. So, your task is to unscramble this word. Okay, first person to email or figure it out in school will be getting a marvellous me. Okay, so before we have a look at the writing task today, I just want to teach you and recap 3 literary techniques that we use in our writing. So our first one is alliteration. And alliteration is the repetition of words. So the first letter of each word is the same, and it's the same letter at the start of each word. So my example is 6 sizzling sausages. Okay, so if you can see here, I've got S, S, S. So the repetition of the same letter each time is what alliteration is. Okay. My next literary technique is a simile. Now, a lot of you are fantastic at similes, so I know you're going to do a fantastic job of adding these into your writing, but they are phrases that compare something using words like a or as. So my example is: the tree was as tall as a skyscraper. Okay, so I've got as, that's my comparison that makes it a simile. My last one is a new technique that I haven't taught you yet in school, but some of you do use in your writing and you don't even know it. So Damari's done it before, Ben T's done it before, Taylor's done it before, but I don't think you actually knew that you were doing it, okay? So this word is onomatopoeia. And the word onomatopoeia, it's a technique that shows the sound that is being described. So bang, crash, splash, wallop, biff. They are all examples of onomatopoeia, okay? Okay, so your task for today is to plan a piece of creative writing. So you need to choose from one of the following story starters, which I will have up on my next page, and then you're going to write in any given genre in bold. So genre is the type of text, and you can either write a letter, a poem, a story, or a short story. You need to include powerful vocabulary, but I want you to have a go at writing and having a bit of fun with your writing. Okay, so I'll give you 3 examples of sentence starters that you can use to start to write your story. And we will be doing a plan today to help us, but I don't want everything to be planned out because I want us to have a go at using our own imagination to create a good piece of writing. So I want you to plan your answer. In your writing, you need to make it interesting for your reader. So you need to use verbs, adverbs, and adjectives to achieve different effects in your work. Okay, so if you want to make the story scary or spooky, then you need to use verbs, adverbs, and adjectives that make it seem scary. Okay, you need to make sure that your ideas are presented clearly and that they are organised into paragraphs. I want you to use the correct grammar, spelling and punctuation. If you are stuck, please get an adult to help you or send it in to me and I can say, oh, you might need to add an apostrophe there. Make sure you're using full stops and capital letters. And please include an interesting beginning and ending for your writing. That's what's going to make the reader want to carry on. Okay, so I will be sending out a file on Marvellous Me that has the steps that I've just discussed and your story openings, okay? So you can choose from: the asteroid was hurtling straight for Earth. You find a door at the end of the garden, what do you do? Or, and you thought dragons didn't exist. So there are 3 there that I have written. to help you if that's what you want to have a go at. I'm going to choose one of them to start. So for me, I'm going to choose the door at the end of the garden. And I'm going to come up with ideas for my plan. Okay, so I chose the writing prompt, there's a door at the end of your garden. Now, I've started my plan off by adding lots of short notes and bullet points using things like expanded noun phrases, personification, to help me to come up with different ideas to support me when I come to do my writing. So I've said it's a secret building that's abandoned and old. It contains lots of old toys and dusty, worn worktops, creaky floorboards and whistling windows because I want to make it feel a little bit creepy and eerie. And then I've said a small sprite-like creature, so a small elf. Okay, so that's the start of my plan. Please feel free to write it in note form with bullet points. You can do it as a mind map. I know you're all fantastic at doing mind maps. Or you can set it out as we normally would in school with a beginning, a middle, and an end. That is fine, okay? So, like I say, I'll be sending out a document with these writing prompts and information to support you when you come to write your plan. Okay, so hopefully you've got a good idea of what you want your plan to look like and it is starting to take shape. So please give it a really good go because we want to see some writing because you've been doing loads of comprehension and then you did a writing piece for the comprehension and you did your questions yesterday, which I've been really, really amazed by. I mean, Olivia Rose did some fantastic questions in school, so did Aisha. Isabella Pass has given it a really good go, so has Callum. So I've been really impressed by them and I want to see what else we can do with our writing. Okay, so please try your hardest with your plans. If you are stuck, have a look online for some ideas, some writing prompts. If you need help with some different literary techniques, please replay the clip at the start of the video where I go through alliteration and onomatopoeia and similes. We know how to use expanded noun phrases. We do a fantastic job of fronted adverbials and conjunctions. So make sure that your text is as exciting as it can possibly be, okay? Because I've loved reading your comprehension tasks and you've done such an excellent job. Now, there is a challenge for you, and I want you to write a definition for the word alliteration. So, what does the word alliteration mean? Can you write a definition for me? And to reflect, I want you to think about the trickiest part of today's task and why. Now, some of you aren't doing the reflections and writing them down, that's fine, but I want you to think about it. Okay, so once you've done this lesson and you've taken your time and you've got your plan and you're happy with it, you're ready for your writing on Thursday, I want you to sit very carefully and think about what was the hardest thing? Was it starting your plan? Was it choosing one of the three stem sentences to start your writing piece? Why was it tricky? Okay, so I want you to think very carefully about that, because that'll help you then when you come to start your writing tomorrow if you wanted to make any changes or alter anything in any way. Okay, I can't wait to see what you're going to come up with. I am really excited because I've got some lovely writers in my class and you've got some fantastic ideas. So I can't wait to see these plans. I would love to see the photos of them and I'm really excited to see what we can come up with on Thursday. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch and send your work in using the Year 4 email address and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.